And so hello and welcome people back to Let's Play Shining Wisdom. Now that we have the Pegasus helmet, not Pegasus boots, we wouldn't want to take something away from some other series. We can move on to the next dungeon. However, before then, I'm going to explore a little bit along the way in order to figure out maybe whatever other weird thing they hid around the corner.
Are you saying that you saw in the guide that there was something in this area and you're looking for it now?
Possibly, although a lot of these things are just like you see a crack in the wall or there is a corridor that otherwise leads absolutely fucking nowhere. There needs to be something there.
Sorry.
Fucking record book.
Yeah, but none of the things that you get are worthwhile or cool or neat.
Well, we did get a judo suit, and
okay, that one was cool.
And there are more items similar to it in terms of they're useless but they're funny. Seriously.
I really hate that mantis.
Yeah, the boomerang mantis. Fucking. The one
it's
good
just,
thing.
They didn't as you've seen and shown. You don't need to have all the stuff or all of the you don't need to actually kill all the enemies at all. But they can still corner you and trap you in very unfair ways, which wasn't something you could prevent because they just spawn. So it's a little irritating.
Yeah, it is. Especially since they put them in such absurd quantities, and also the fact that when they touch you, they also hurt you, even if they're not attacking you.
I wonder if there's going to be a game where enemies' projectiles hurt you, but if you touch the enemy, it actually heals you. I bet there's some shoot 'em up.
Now that we have a fire orb, we can burn the trees. Those trees that disappear when we open the menu. And get fucking angel wings, seriously?
I was gonna say, is it the trees you can talk to? You're just gonna burn them down to the ground and laugh maniacally?
No, you know that these trees are not relevant because they look completely different.
And when you came out, the tree had already grown back again.
See, it's no problem. By the way, the guide stated that I needed the better jumping shoes in order to actually get over that. Not a case.
Well, Nico, not everyone is a super pro at Shining Wisdom like you are, okay? Some of us plebs have to wait until we get the item that's intended to make us cross.
Not everybody has enough patience to just keep trying. Although, it really, like, I can understand some of the things, like being, like somebody getting a different idea, because you can get different items in this game. And here we have actually something good. Medicine. I believe they actually restore all of your health, as opposed to just 3 hearts, although I'm not going to use a single one of them throughout this playthrough because I have so many herbs. Now what I do wish is that
the... fast enough that does make a difference.
Yeah, exactly. There's like no cooldown on how many herbs you can use, as I have demonstrated in the fight against Kelly. You just, I'm not gonna be able to jump that. Kelly, the blue lady from.
Her name is Kelly.
Something like that, I think. We could check.
Kali. Is it Kali? Because Kali is the name of the goddess of destruction in the Hindu pantheon.
I mean, you know which one I'm talking about. The one that later on became the...
I know who you're talking about.
The blue lady.
The one who dressed up as a princess.
Mm-hmm. I think it was Kelly.
I just get confused that her name would be Kelly.
It's a Japanese game for them. Our Western names are exotic.
Exotic, yes. Oh man! Remember when Marmee changed her name because Vanessa was the name of a blonde-haired big boob lady?
Yes.
Classics.
Yeah, and for us, we were like, no, you can't just change your name, and she did have a good argument. Well, this name isn't mine anyway.
Well, the biggest argument was just that her name that she was changing to is terrible.
Yeah, that is true. Although,
Anyway.
although I still believe that Vanessa fit a lot better.
I mean, I don't really think that any name fits that well. It's just Marmee.
But yeah, that's true. Marmee, Soar. Yeah, here you get the information that you need the Pegasus boots. And these are the Pegasus pads. This is actually what
Not the
allows you
Pegasus
to fly.
boots, the Pegasus helmet.
I'm sorry, you made a mistake. And
Oh my goodness.
and they actually give you can actually fly through floors.
Why are
Like-
you on fire also?
Because I
Is
have
that-
the fire amulet and I'm using acceleration. This is actually a feature that all of the orbs have. If you don't have any weapon equipped,
Yeah, I've seen that, but it just looked really weird because it was when comboed with that helmet.
yeah,
Are you not trying to land right now?
I'm trying to get that herb. It gets
Well,
pretty.
you didn't do a very good job of it.
But yeah, these wings on the floor give us the idea of how much time we have left to fly around. They give you a lot of time, like a lot. And most of this dungeon can actually be just completely skipped past. The electric one is the best one to use because it just fires in every direction.
Well,
And
not
it's pretty
every
powerful.
direction. A random set of directions.
Well, not even a set. It's just random directions.
Yeah. Nico,
I
how
thought
could you
I
be so
refreshed it, and see, because I didn't land there, it brought me back all the way over here, because that was the last place I actually stood on something.
They needed to put in some sort of visual indication of how much time you had left on your flight.
Yeah, as opposed to these crystals, because there is
Yeah.
another location. I mean, eventually you do get
The crystals aren't always on the screen, you know?
That is true. But this dungeon isn't long enough for that to even become an issue.
Yeah, also it's just not that hard.
No, it's not, and they like I said, there is a lot of leeway. They do take into account some degree of error that you're gonna make, and here I'm just waiting for it to run out, so I can properly go to where I need to. You can use the fire in order to melt these, which give you additional pads, as well as some of them contain like extra items or what have you. I was trying to get rid of that squirrel, but that just isn't worth it. And now the squirrel is dead.
That's tragic.
I mean, it is a squirrel. Squirrels
So do
are
you have
evil
to
by
land
nature.
to refresh it, or can you refresh it with a flyby?
You have to land on it.
So you have to, and there's no way to land before the time runs out?
Nope. I mean,
That sucks.
maybe if I were to actually disequip it, but I haven't tried that. And here we are already at the boss. See,
Oh,
I told you the dungeon was really
well,
short.
I mean, the true boss is not vomiting.
Oh yeah, the wonderful 2D...
Or being hypnotized, actually. It's not very vomit-inducing, I'm just it looks like one of those visualizers on those old MP3 players.
Mm-hmm.
You'd turn it on and it'd be like, whoa, this Pink Floyd's really hitting me, bruh.
Yeah, but... and there is this guy. Fun fact, when I was first fighting him, I didn't actually know you had to initiate the elemental attack in order to actually attack him. So instead, I just kept ramming into him, thinking that I was charged with electricity or fire or whatever, as opposed to like actually initiating the attack. So I was just attacking him with accelerate the whole time, which
Well, that's
which
kind of
made-
how Accelerate works.
yeah.
But yeah, this is working real well, actually. Better
Yeah,
than I'd
because-
expect.
Because like it's actually kind of hard to aim this. And by the way, you do have to be in the air in order to
Wait,
in order to
you
hit
can
them.
aim that? It's not random?
No, I mean like it's really hard to aim, so you may as well just not even try and use the electricity.
Oh, gotcha.
It is possible to aim with the fire one, but that's like straight ahead of you, and as you would imagine, against a moving target, it's a little bit annoying. So it's best to just keep mashing the button and hope for the best. You do like I said, you do have to be in the air because otherwise the attacks don't reach him because he's flying. And the graphics sort of glitch out
he
on
looks like
random
a troll
occasions.
doll. Have I mentioned that in previous things? He looks like a troll doll. He looks like a troll doll. Also,
Oh,
I
yeah.
like the fact that he is also skimpily clad, so I can enjoy also his thighs.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I call equality.
Exactly. And the game glitched out and I was walking in the air. It happens.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that you were still flying and just glitched out what the animation was.
Yeah, the animation of the background really messes up around here for some reason. Although the game still the game still runs at perfectly at 60 frames.
60 frames. Back in my day, we had 0.6 frames, and we were happy about it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, on the
I
Nintendo
took
64,
these
yes,
two-
maybe.
And I took these two little prong thingies and I plugged them into the back of my black and white television.
To play your beta floppies.
To play my Beta Flop Ds, yes, exactly.
Also, I do love how the graphical glitch that happens in this area all the time happens specifically when you land. Like you can sometimes see this glitchy stripe going across the screen and that the screen.
No,
and,
Nico, I'd say that you won that fight because of your skill.
and now I have the blast orb. Dang it!
Which is a bomb that explodes thing.
In a way, yes, but we're not gonna use it for that. And now, because I have gone through this dungeon without collecting almost anything, I am going to go back and pick up the most relevant items.
That sounds like a good idea, but I'm a little suspicious because there hasn't been much useful stuff.
Well, you know, heart containers.
Yeah, but what you just picked up was a record book.
That is true. Like I said, the guides that I own, the two guides that exist, leave a lot to the imagination and interpretation. So there's that.
A likely story.
The speedrunning one just says location, items, and maybe like the general direction, like south.
But not always the general direction, because sometimes they were too lazy for that.
Well, no, just like, you know, for a location as complicated as a dungeon in this sort of game, saying just dungeon and south is a little bit, you know, vague. But yeah, I believe there is still one more thing in order in this dungeon that's kind of interesting. They do actually do pretty good job when like indicating which enemies you can hit in what situation. Like they use the drop shadows in order to make it apparent which enemies are actually flying and which are not. It's like, for example, the cloud can only be hurt while flying.
You've mentioned that before when you fought the cloud boss.
Yeah. Although in that case we had no ability to actually...
Yes.
And here we're gonna need the... Damn it.
Nico, what are we doing there?
I was trying to land on a part that wasn't a flying pad, so I could actually change out the items. Because I need the fire orb. See? In order to actually get past that that place. I do like to think that this cloud has gigantic eyebrows and really tiny eyes.
Oh, he looks like that one comedian guy with the giant eyebrows.
Oh,
wait.
I don't need to. What?
What?
Okay. Okay.
Nico, I feel lied to. I think you lied to me.
I am as confused as you are.
Groucho Marx, I think it was. Hold on. Yeah, Groucho Marx. He's
okay, and the guy.
eyebrows.
Now, if I recall correctly, there ain't anything else too interesting in this place. Maybe just like one more thing. It's been like several months since I recorded this, so yeah. But yeah, this location has already been visited.
You're a lazy person who was not seduced by my calls to record terrible point-and-click adventures.
Yes. And the squirrel is dead.
Squirrel's dead, the scorpion's dead, the cloud's gonna be dead.
I do wish that there was
Actually, I haven't seen you kill a cloud yet, but I haven't been paying the closest of attention, but...
I do wish there was some sort of a feature where like, if I am charging the elemental things, I do more damage. Fuck you, Satan.
No, Satan's a cool guy. He's the one who brought us rock and roll.
No, that's true.
You've seen Tenacious D in The Pick of Destiny. You know it to be true.
Yes. But yeah, now that we have the blow orb, it actually initiates a new field function.
Wait, what did you call it?
Field function.
No, before that, you said the blow orb?
Yeah, it's called the blow orb. I am not making it up, it's called the blow orb.
Bro. Okay. Oh, a Sunflora.
But yeah, it initiates a new function. If you just need to have it equipped on you, and then it will. Oh, made it.
No, Nico, you clearly cheated.
Mm-hmm. When you have the blow orb equipped on you, you can blow away the leaves and enter these bushes that we have seen before, but weren't able to do anything about them. One such should be around here somewhere. And here I was checking if I was able to do the puzzle with the vines, but no, that wasn't the case.
Ah, I got a seizure just there. Also, I like that the way they did the sheets on the beds.
Yeah, you actually walk under them.
You walk under them, yes, and they're clearly like the entire sheet is not attached to the bed, you know?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, oh yeah, there we go. There it is. But why am I... Oh yeah, I first wanted to do the yeah, I wanted to go to the castle first. There is a very important thing. There is a very important thing in the castle that we're going to be able to pick up very soon.
Is it some sort of sexy goose? Or maybe a sexy duck?
No, it's actually something very, very broken that I think it was not actually meant to be obtained by anybody, because of the way they hid it. I am going to get it in the next episode, but this is one of the biggest deviations I do from the general guide for this game. They tell you to just straight up go to the next dungeon, which can only be accessed once you have all of the 4 orbs. However, if you go to the castle after getting all of these 4 orbs, something very odd happens, and they actually open up the final dungeon for you, despite telling you to go off somewhere else.
Are we coming up on that thing you told me about where you walk in front of the dude and get the speed thingy?
Well, that's in the next episode, yes.
Yeah. I do enjoy the attention to detail. Oh no. They really did that?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
They thought that this wasn't enough, like Link to the Past, so they put that in?
Exactly. But before I go, I need to save, because at that point I was recording for a really long time. But yeah, in the next episode we're gonna get the most broken item in the entire game, which just sort of says fuck you to all of the almost all of the puzzles, and is one of the best things this game has.
It's also one of the most powerful artifacts in the universe.
Well, it may as well be.
It's more important than your life or your religion. True.